The road to redemption, a sermon from Samson. Samson, voice of divine strength. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusted in him, and I am helped. Psalm 28:7. Prologue, the laying of hands upon the broken lineage. In the twilight between covenant and curse, I, Samson, son of Manoah, bearer of strength and shame, rise again to speak to those who wrestle with invisible chains. This is not merely a sermon. It is a reckoning, a revelation, a lamentation for a lineage stalled. Today we speak of Uncle Tom, not the literary shadow, but the man of flesh, born into the role of a patriarch, yet refusing the spiritual labor it demands. I call him not by his given name, but by the name that history has hollowed out. Uncle Tom, the mask of submission, the echo of a man who served systems that devoured his own, the hollow crown, a false head of the table. Uncle Tom was meant to lead, but leadership is not loudness, nor is it legacy by default. Leadership is the laying down of one's ego, the constant circumcision of the heart. It is the good shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one. Yet this man, crowned by blood, but not by character, grew into girth, but not into grace. Like Eli the priest, his body grew fat, while his spirit grew weak, and his children bore the cost. For I have told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth, because his sons made themselves vile, and he restrained them not. 1 Samuel 3:13. So it is with Uncle Tom, a house full of children who inherited not vision, but vacancy. The wound in the road, the parable of the beaten man. Christ tells of a man robbed, stripped, and beaten, left half dead on the side of the road. Luke 10:30-37. The priest passed, the Levite passed. Only the Samaritan saw him. Let us look again. The man on the side of the road is not merely injured. He is us. It is Uncle Tom who in his youth was beaten by abandonment, robbed of affirmation, and left to die emotionally and spiritually. And no one came. No one tarried long enough to touch the wound with oil and wine. So he covered it, masked it, built a shell around it. And now that wound speaks through his leadership. It poisons his praise. It leaks into the lives of his children. Like a leper at the gates, he shouts to anyone who threatens the illusion of healing. Unclean, unclean. Hallowed be thy nature, the Lord's Prayer and the law of alignment. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Matthew 6:9. This is not a prayer of repetition. This is a blueprint for realignment. Hallowed means set apart, sacred, pure. So if we are to bear the image of God, to call ourselves heads of households, then our nature must reflect his, not bloated with pride, not guarded by trauma, but hallowed. But Uncle Tom turned the sacred into something common. He grew comfortable in dysfunction, finding his identity in stagnation, even attacking those who try to climb free. Because when you grow up in fire, water looks like weakness. The curse of the comfortable and the rise of the black sheep. You see, generational curses are not broken with compliments. They are shattered with confrontation. The black sheep in the family, the one who lives, questions, cries, fights, they are the breaker. The David among brothers, the Moses exiled to Midian, the one called to face pharaohs that others have befriended. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Matthew 10:34. This sword cuts through tradition, through title, through toxic peace, and so the cycle meets its assassin. The archetype of Uncle Tom, a historical reckoning. Let us not ignore the origins. The term Uncle Tom, once noble in Harriet Beecher Stowe's vision, was distorted into a caricature. A man who chooses comfort with captors over freedom through fire. But in truth, the archetype is older. Pharaoh had magicians who mimicked miracles. Rome had centurions who bowed to Caesar but ignored the Christ. Every era has had its Uncle Tom, those who maintain the system rather than redeem it. And families suffer beneath their silence. The call to rise from mask to mantle. So what now, saints? We do not damn the broken, we deliver them. We do not mock Uncle Tom, we mourn for him. But mourning is not enabling. The mantle must be taken. The black sheep must stop apologizing for seeing. The new patriarch must arise, not in arrogance, but in alignment with heaven. And the government shall be upon his shoulder. Isaiah 9:6. Let the mask fall. Let the wound be seen. Let the real work begin. Epilogue. A final word from the watchman. I, Samson, though once blinded by my own pride, saw clearly in my final hour. Strength is not in sinew, but in surrender. May this house remember, the curse does not end by waiting. It ends by warring. Let the strong man rise. Amen.